Art of Dealing with People, Chapter 5, Creating a Good Impression. The manner in which we approach others, our very first words and actions nearly always set the tone for the entire encounter. You can control the actions and attitudes of others to a remarkable extent if you remember to start a conversation on the same note on which you want it to end. If you are discussing business, start off in a business like tone. If you wish to be informal, begin in an informal manner. Others will rise to the occasion. They will act out their role in the stage setting that you create. Every time you have dealings with others, you are setting a stage. If you set the stage for comedy, don't be serious. If you set the stage for tragedy, don't expect others to be frivolous. It just didn't come off. We say of a meeting or interview that didn't go as we expected or as we would have liked. Nearly always, when this happens, it is because we got off on the wrong note. Before you go into any kind of discussion, ask yourself, what do I really want from this? What mood should I prevail? Then create the tone that will set the stage. We can control the actions and attitudes of others by remembering that the very first impression we give is apt to be a lasting impression. You are more responsible for how you are perceived than anyone else. Many worry what others will think of them. The world forms its opinion of us largely from the opinion we have of ourselves. If you aren't accepted as well as you would like to be, perhaps you should blame yourself. Act as if you're a nobody and the world will take you at face value. Act as though you are somebody and the world has no choice but to treat you as somebody. Don't wear a disguise. Subconsciously, we are all smarter than we realize. The conscious mind may not be smart enough to analyze and see through the disguise people wear, but our subconscious is. And our subconscious tells us that the person putting on an act doesn't really think well of themselves. How many people create a poor impression because you are judged not only on the value you place on yourself, but you are also judged by the value you put on other things, your job, your opinions, and your competition. The Bible says, judge not that you be not judge yourself. That is a good lesson for human relations. Every time we judge something, we give others a clue to judging us. What value do you place on your job, on your company? When someone asks you where you work, do you answer half apologetically? Oh, I work at the People's Bank, as if you were ashamed of the fact, or do you say proudly, I work at the best bank in this part of the country? Others will think more of you if you give the second answer. If you give the impression that your employer or anything else about you isn't much, others will think that you couldn't be much either. Don't knock the competition. Never knock others or their products if you want to make a good impression. Instead, boost your own product. Not only do people dislike negative talk, but you are setting a negative stage. If you are selling, you have created a negative mood and will have difficulty getting a prospect to say yes. Put others in a yes mode by creating a positive and affirmative atmosphere. One good rule is to get others to say yes to preliminary questions. Isn't this a beautiful color? Or don't you agree this is fine workmanship? After someone has said yes a few times to your preliminary questions, it will be easier for them to say yes to your big question. But yes questions can sometimes be negative. Isn't the heat terrible today? Or the world is sure in a mess, isn't it? Set a negative mood with a yes answer. Pessimistic, gloomy people are usually cautious and hesitant. Cheerful, optimistic people buy products and ideas. They are more generous, more willing to expand and to take a chance. Don't ask questions or issue instructions that imply you expect trouble. Post questions that set up the answer. I believe you like this, don't you? Instead of, do you like this? Nod your head affirmatively when you ask questions. Your actions definitely influence the opinions and actions of the other person. Calmly assume that others will do what you want. Sound the keynote for the entire theme when you begin. Don't try too hard to impress. Let others know that they are making a good impression. Chapter 6, Developing an Attractive Personality. What is the secret of an attractive personality? We all know people who seem to naturally attract friends and customers. These people know how to feed the three basic hungers of all people. Number one, acceptance. It is essential to accept people as they are. Allow them to be themselves. Don't insist that anyone be perfect or change before you can like them. Don't fashion or a moral straight jacket and expect others to wear it in order to gain your acceptance. A critical fault finding person who always sees where people fall short and can usually suggest a remedy is never going to be stamped by those hoping to become close friends. Those who accept and like people, accepting them just as they are, have the most influence in changing others' behavior for the better. No one has the power to reform another, but by liking others as they are, you give them the power to change themselves. Number two, approval. This goes further than acceptance, which is somewhat negative in comparison. We accept others despite their faults and still afford them our friendship. Approval means something more positive as it goes beyond just tolerating faults and finds something we can like. You can always find something to approve of in others. It may be something small or insignificant, but let others know that you approve of that, and the number of things that you sincerely approve of will grow. When others get a taste of your approval, they will begin to change their behavior so that they can gain approval for others' things. Seek things out, praise and watch people glow. Number third, appreciation. The word appreciate means to raise in value. Stop and consider how valuable others are to you. Your wife, husband, children, boss, employees, customers. Emphasize their value in your mind, then figure out what ways to let others know you highly value them. Here are some ways that you can show appreciation. Number one, don't keep people waiting. Number two, if there is someone you cannot see immediately, acknowledge their presence. Let them know that you will be with them as soon as possible. Number third, thank people. Number four, treat people as special. The last item is worth additional comment. Nothing is more deflating to the ego than to get the routine treatment. We all want to be recognized for our own unique worth. And lastly, take a lesson from the flowers because they need bees to pollinate them. They put out a few drops of nectar to attract and feed the bees. A person with an attractive personality offers food to feed the basic hunger of people. Start using the AAA formula for attracting people.